Welcome back to Foe on Fighting, Foe on the Fights, where I talk about UFC events, recent and coming up, drama in the sport, in the news. But today we're going to touch on the Vettori vs. Costa fight. What a crazy fight. Vettori wins it. I had him. I picked him to win. I thought he'd win. I thought it would be pretty much what we got, but goddamn, Vettori proved once again his chin is made of fucking titanium, and those body kicks were thunderous, clapping. And thank God he won, because if Costa had won after pulling that bullshit, I think everyone in the MMA community would have been left with a sour taste in their mouth. What is the guy thinking? You're going to try to show up and then try to put it on Marvin that he's scared to fight you when he's been training to weigh in at 185 a week up to the fight, or a couple days before the fight, you say, we're going to fight catweight, or Marvin's scared of me. No. And you want a title fight at middleweight, you got to be a middleweight, buddy. And you want to stay there. I don't see why I can't fight middleweight again. Because you weigh 205, buddy. That's why. 185, 205. Can't just keep fighting 205 and win the middleweight belt. You're not that fucking special. You're no Nick Diaz, Costa. I thought that was ridiculous. Sorry if this seemed kind of rushed. I just did 10 minutes and then my camera shut off because it's a piece of shit. But guys, let me just say welcome again to the new channel. Foe on Fighting. I don't know. It's a kind of a shitty name. I might change it, but it's all going to be UFC. No other promotions because, like I said before, UFC is what I primarily watch. I'm a huge fan. Everyone's got their own fucking channel these days, but I figured, hey, I watch enough UFC, stay up to date on what's going on enough. I could talk about it too. And if I do it enough, maybe I'll get some traction. Maybe some guys and gals will like to hear what I got to say. So that's what I got to say on Vettori and Costa. Costa, disgraceful. Vettori, the Italian dream. You just woke everyone up to how dreamly you actually are, and how, even though your name's a dream, you will not go to sleep. Little joke. Alright. And then moving on, let's see what we got coming up next weekend. Oh my god, I'm just going to do the main card. First up, we got Magomed Ankalaev versus Volkan Oezdemir. I'm not too familiar with Magomed, besides the name, the Dagestani. I know he's probably a beast. His record's 15-1, looks pretty good. Volkan's a good veteran though. Crafty, good striker. Not much on the wrestling. I think his way of losing recently has been, besides that crazy spinning elbow by Yuri Prohashka, he's been pretty much wrestled and beaten. He's a kickboxer, I'm pretty sure, so I'm going to go Magomed Ankalaev on that one. Next fight, we got Li Jingliang versus Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat's back. He was the GOAT, as you guys know. Not the GOAT, but the new hot story, fucking running through divisions, fighting, setting up 2 fights back to back. Did he ever fight Damian Maia? I think he was supposed to. I don't think that fight ever happened. He got COVID, had a pretty horrible case. If you haven't heard, it's been all in the news over the past year. So a lot of questions on Khamzat coming back. And from what I've seen of Lei Jingliang, he's no pushover. He's no Gerald Mearshart. Even though Gerald Mearshart's looking good, and I'm rooting for him to do better when he comes back. He had a good win last fight. He's been doing good since his loss to Khamzat, but I don't know on this one. I want to say Khamzat, just because of the hype and the momentum. I think if he keeps that going, he's a pretty, we haven't really seen his chin tested, but I think he's a pretty solid guy. I think if he puts a good pace on Li Jingliang, he can either win by forcing the grappling or shit, we saw that powerful striking he has. So I'm going to go Khamzat. I'll even go second round. I think Li Jingliang survives one round with him. I didn't say in the Volkan Oezdemir. I'm going to guess Magomed wins that one by submission. Or stoppage by ground and pound. Alright, now up to the heavyweights. Alexander Volkov versus Marcin Tybura. This is a good one. I think Volkov's got this though in the striking. Unless Marcin can get a hold of him and really impose his will on the grappling side. Alexander's got fucking great distance control. That kick up that teep kick to the body is fucking, ugh. He destroyed Walt Harrison over him with it. I think that will work good for him to keep Marcin away, but also he's got to be careful with him catching the leg and possibly getting a takedown. So that's a good fight. I want to say Volkov, but for some reason I feel Marcin Tybura is going to get this one. Yeah, I'll go with Marcin. Even though I want to say Volkov, I think I'm going to go with Marcin Tybura. The Polak, the Polish, that Polish power. Let's see if he can bring some of that with him. We know he's got a chin. He's got great willpower. Pretty good, well-rounded. So we'll go Marcin. Volkov's very dangerous though. I won't be surprised if he wins. Alright, now up to the co-main event. We have Islam Makhachev versus Dan Hooker, the New Zealand man. Oh my goodness, this is a hard one to call. Everyone's going to go Islam, obviously. And I just don't know. We saw Hooker with the grappling. He beat Arman Sarukian. But it's a different level, man, when Islam is doing that shit. I'm going to get stuck on this if I don't just pick, so I'll go with who I want to win. No, that's my pick. I'll go Dan Hooker. I'd like to see him get the win. He's been very fan-friendly of late, doing all the right things, making sacrifices, all that crazy stuff in New Zealand. He's like, fuck it, UFC, throw me out there, I'll knock on with him. That was a little British, but he's a New Zealander. Aussie. Alright, so we're in the co-main event now. We got Petr Yan versus Corey Sandhagen. This is going to be a fucking fireworks fight. You got Yan with his just toughness, striking, power, tenacity. And then you got Corey with the confidence, the newfound confidence, very important, distance management, the footwork, the kicks. I don't see him doing anything flashy like he pulled off on Marlon with Yan, but if he can outstrike him and keep the footwork to where he doesn't get caught with anything too significant, he might have a chance. But I'm going Petr Yan because the Russians are just a different breed, and he's definitely one of them Russians that has that, and I'm looking at his picture here. He's got the belt on his shoulder, and I think that's a sign he's the true champ. Petr Yan wins the co-main event, and then we got the final. Yan, Polish Power versus Glover. I'm going Yan. Polish Power. Love it. Loved watching how he beat Dominic Reyes. He's a beast. He's going to win. Glover might get him down, and if he does, he could win on the ground, but I think Jan's confidence, he's got that belt, he's just a beast, he believes in himself, his kicks, power, rigidity, he's built like a sledgehammer, Joe Rogan said. So yeah, we got Blachowicz, we got Yan, we got Hooker, we got Tybura, we got Chimaev, and we got Ankalaev. Those are my picks. Thanks for watching Foe on the Fights. Enjoy the new UFC card coming up this weekend. And just bleed, baby. Just bleed.